Hi, Dana here. Welcome to Sew Learn Create. Today we will be doing a basic sewing skills video. We will be talking about, at the request of a viewer, cutting out your fabric. You will need the following supplies. Always start with your fabric pressed nice and flat. That helps tremendously when you're cutting it out. You will always cut from the wrong side of your fabric. So this is the right side of your fabric, this is the wrong side of your fabric. When using a pattern, you will want to pin your pattern or place your pattern on the side closest to an edge so you maintain the rest of your fabric for other uses. You're going to use your sewing pins and you want to pin your pattern as much as you need it to make it nice and secure. When I'm cutting a square, I always put a pin on all four sides. You're using large scissors or small scissors depending on what you're cutting. If I'm cutting long stretches, I'm going to use my big scissors. So I'm going to keep my pattern flat and I'm going to rotate it because it's small, and I'm going to make sure my pattern is flat on the table with my fabric and I can cut along that edge. When you come to a corner, you want to cut just slightly past it, and then you can get your scissor in there to cut your next side nice and close to that pattern edge. Then when you're cutting something where you have just a little bit of fabric, again, make sure your pattern is nice and flat and you're cutting right up next to your pattern edge. And this way your pattern will come out very accurate and you won't have big swoops or gaps in your pattern. Another way, if you're more comfortable with this and you're cutting something bigger or that's harder to leave flat, take your fabric, place your pattern again. Always place your pattern where you don't have as many sides to cut, especially if you're cutting general shapes. You're going to pin your pattern. This time I'm only going to pin it in a couple of places because I'm actually going to draw around that pattern. So I'm going to take my pencil because I'm using light colored fabric and I'm going to draw right up next to my pattern edge across. Then I'm going to remove my pattern and I'm going to cut using that line. This way, if I'm cutting out a heart or a shape, circle, I can pick up my fabric because I've drawn around it and I have more accuracy and control. So that's two ways to help you cut out your fabric. I hope this helps, and be sure you check out my other basic sewing skills videos. And if you have a skill you would like to see me do a video on, please leave a comment below. Thank you. See you in the next one.